Hey there everybody, it's Dr. Steve here with Kinesi, and this is your Start Your Healing Now. This is part 2 of shoulder impingement. What to do and where to start. So if you're having an issue with some shoulder impingement, it hurts when you're going to reach up, you get kind of a biting pain, it's making you reach less overhead and not do that as much because ouch, that hurts. If you have that kind of a situation going on, you may have some shoulder impingement happening. And so here's what you're doing. In the first one, we started with the hands. Actually, we did hands and knees, and this is a good idea. You can do this anywhere and everywhere. We started off with hands and knees position all the way down onto the ground, but you can do these same kinds of moves in different positions, and this is on a box. You can do all of those same things up and down, side to side, and twisting. So now we're going to move on to part 2, where we're going to be doing some other more dynamic motions with the arms and getting things moving a little further. Using a box or a bench or in anything, we're going to start with kind of a bent over row here. So here I have one hand kind of supporting me, the trunk is leaning over. You want to maintain kind of a good, safe position with the body. So a little bend in the knees, not locking the knees, but a little bit of a bend, kind of a straight spine with a hip hinge. And then we're going to start with a bent over row. And so that's where the arm is dangling down below, and you're going to be pulling fist up to the armpit, and you want to let the elbow come way up behind you. I want to have you adding in the whole shoulder girdle motion, bringing the whole shoulder up versus just the hand coming up. We want more than that. We want to have the shoulder blade included in this motion so that there's an initial phase of from the arm dangling down to where you're pulling that shoulder blade back before the hand pulls up into the armpit. But bring the shoulder blade back, and then the elbow comes way up high as that hand comes into the armpit. So that's a bent over row. We're going to do that. Then we're going to do out to the side. So this is where the thumb is going to come up out to the side, and you're squeezing the shoulder blade up at the top as if you're kind of pinching together with both sides. But the arm is coming along the side of the body, up and to the top. So and then out to the side. And then the third direction that we're going to do is going forward. And so we're just going up to pretty much head height in this position. You don't need to be forcing it, trying to go further up, but just getting up to avoiding pain and as high as you can go comfortably. So with these, we want to be getting into some higher repetitions. If you can be doing anywhere from say 15 to 25 reps of these, we want to be going after blood flow. That's going to be really good, and we want to keep things as comfortable and as pain-free as possible. So we started with part 1, hands and knees position, where we were doing the shoulder blade mobility, getting the chest going. We introduced how you can do that with your hands elevated on a different surface other than hands and knees. All of that is good. And then we went into part 2 here, where we started to get the shoulder blade moving a little bit more incorporated with the arm motion, doing some bent over rows, some pulling out to the side, some up ahead. And then be sure to stay tuned for part 3, where we're going to go into something even just a little more dynamic and using a rubber band. Okay, stay tuned for the next one. Bye-bye, everybody.